Discord message. I will get back to you. Chat. That I have been Pippertarians, yeah. I have briefly covered this subject before. This subject that is not that one. What the heck? Where did my image go? Hold on, let me drag this back in. This. Not Ghost Pepper Ramen. Build-A-Bear. Build-A-Bear. I hope you have your popcorn ready. We're going to take a little bit of a deep dive. Miss Pippiker. Oh my god, are you guys gonna be going to the ice cream social? Are you guys gonna be going to the ice cream social? I'm gonna go to the ice cream social. I haven't decided on a flavor to bring yet, but... So... Build-A-Bear. They're made from real bears. No, they're not. Build-A-Bear is a company that, on the surface, it might not look like much. You know, you see this and you see the bright, colorful letters and you're like, oh shit, that's cute. I want to take my kid there. Let my kid look around. And then there's this amazing little, ritual to indoctrinate your child into the cult of Build-A-Bear. I'm gonna put that on screen.
Look at your hearts. So we're gonna warm it up. Then we're gonna shake up your hearts to wake them up. And you're gonna rub it on your nose so your bears know you. We're gonna rub it on your back so they always have your back. You're gonna rub it on your knees so they always need you. Your toes so they're totally awesome. And then you're gonna hold them in your hands. Close your eyes, make a wish. And when you're ready, give your hearts a kiss and put them inside your bears.
You'll see that how you're doing that little ritual with that little stuffed heart.
There you go.
And
I'm
you
gonna close up your bears for you.
you put that in the bear. Don't autoplay. Get the hell out of here. You put that in the bear. And it's really cute, you know. It's you're putting your heart and your wishes into your new stuffed friend. It's very wholesome, very adorable, yeah. Black magic, yes. And they make you do it even if you're an adult, alright? Don't think you're safe. If you're an adult and you go to Build-A-Bear, and if you get a bear stuffed there, alright? You have to do it. You have to do it. They peer pressure you into doing it, alright? They'll bring like another employee over and they'll be like, oh, but you don't want it. Oh my god, but it's like, oh my god, but it's like part of the experience. Oh my god, you don't want to do it? Speaking from experience, yes. I was indoctrinated into this cult long ago and now I cannot escape. But it's a special little moment, you know? And there's a lot of options. For customizing your bear, there's a lot of... We'll talk about the bears first, you know? Talk about the bears first. There's a lot of, Here's how they draw you in, right? There's a huge variety of Build-A-Bears. And they draw you in because of, There's so many, like, different bears. Why are my images not working? This person's collection isn't all Build-A-Bears, but like 90% of the stuff here is Build-A-Bear. They draw you in with like this huge array of different bears, you know, like ignoring the Jub-Jubs down there. Ignoring the Jub-Jubs. You have like a whale shark over there, you have like a snake, a Disney themed puppy, My Little Pony, you can see Bulbasaur in the corner, and then like in this other photo there's like Eevee and Vaporeon. They just came out with Umbreon. They have Pusheen. No, they don't have Pusheen. That was a random stuffed animal. But there's a bear for everyone, chat. There is a bear for everyone. It is not just bears. It is not just bears. Alright? You don't like Isabel? Like Isabel? Well, there's also... My stuff isn't working! There's also KK Slider, but he won't come up on screen for some reason. But look, there's like deer and Cookie Monster and some dogs and a panda. So it's very, there's something for everyone, you know? More like build a friend, yes. There are bunnies. You could get a stuffed Pippa. Personally, I'm a really big fan of. I haven't managed to get it yet, but they just recently came out with something that I am dying to get, but it's never back in stock for some reason. An axolotl! Oopa Roopa! I need one. But they're adorable, you know? And you can put different, there's a lot of different things you can do with Build-A-Bears, right? So you can put like scents in them. So they have like different, they have these little plastic things, right? They have these little plastic things. And they're scented like different stuff. And the scents actually last quite a while. It's $120 on eBay. Yeah, we'll get to price points in a little bit. So here are like these little scents, and you take these and you put them in your bear, and they actually last quite a while. I got a rabbit that I put a strawberry scent in a couple years ago, and it still smells. I don't know how they made these things, but they work. There's a lot of different scents. There's a lot of them. There's like hey, look at this. There's like chocolate and bubblegum and strawberry. I just talked about strawberry cupcake. There's a lot of different ones, you know? There's a little bit of something for everybody. You guys are really dying to know about price points. Okay, so on average... let me take a sip. On average, Build-A-Bears cost about $30. That's like the average price point. And you might be thinking, holy shit, Pippa. That's kind of expensive for a stuffed animal, alright? I can go to Walmart and pick up a bear for like $10 and it'll be soft as hell. And you're not wrong. But Build-A-Bear has something that regular bears do not have. You know what that is? Costuming. Not only can you put scents in your Build-A-Bear, not only do you get to make your Build-A-Bear, like do the dark arts ritual on it, but also you can buy outfits. Drip, yes, drip. You can buy drip for your bear, and most of the outfits, there's like 2 different body types basically, and some bears go outside of the regular body types, which is kind of annoying. Is this an ad? No, this is not an ad. I wish. But you can dress these bears up. And it's super adorable. Oh, don't want to block your thing. Oh, sorry, Jaeger, I blocked your thing. But it's okay, it popped up on Super Chat anyways. Yeah, and you can put sounds in them. You can make you can make a velociraptor from Jurassic World. Blue. You can make Blue. And you can make her velociraptor screech. Wouldn't that be fun at 3 in the morning, accidentally rolling over on your Build-A-Bear as a child and hearing a emit from it? Wow, I would love that. They have Blue, yeah. I mean, she's sold out right now, but... she's sold out right now. Some of them are more expensive because some of them are like I guess like collectors kind of. Some of them are like collector's items and crossovers from other companies. Like they did a 𝑶𝑯𝑨𝒀𝑏𝒽 bear. So the 𝑶𝑯𝑨𝒀𝑏𝒽 bear was made with like these little crystals. Tuna fish, thank you for the $4. Can I get a gimp soup from my 𝑐𝑯𝑨𝒀𝑏𝒽? But why are my images not working? So these were like, if I remember correctly, why the fuck? There we go. So these were like, these were pretty expensive on release. I think these were like $80 because they have 𝑐𝑯𝑨𝒀𝑏𝒽 crystals in the paws. You're not meant to actually play with these. These are just like a collector's item. But they were pretty expensive. And now secondhand, they're like $280. Like there's another one. They're pretty expensive. That's another thing with Build-A-Bear we're gonna get into. Is the secondhand market. Bedazzled Bear, yes. What are Swarovski crystals? Or Swarovski. Swarovski? I don't know how you pronounce it. It's like cubic zirconium for rich people, but not so rich that they couldn't afford a bear covered in diamonds. And Build-A-Bear itself. Build-A-Bear is kind of a middle class hobby, you know? Build-A-Bear, because $30 for a bear, like that's really expensive. Like, I don't have many Build-A-Bears because you go there and it's like, not only is it like $30 for the bear, but one outfit, like this wedding dress outfit, this is probably like $20. And that's not including the shoes. The shoes will be like $8, and then the bouquet, that'll be like $6. They're really expensive. So, the bulk of my collection, I do have a little bit of a collection, but I get mine from thrift stores. Because, shocking news. Shocking news. People get rid of their Build-A-Bears after a while, you know? Children grow out of stuffed animals, but Pippa is eternally a child, so... I get all mine used for the most part. I did buy some new, but I'd rather wait for them to end up in thrift bins. And then you can just pull them, you can cut open the backs. Because so Build-A-Bears, when they're initially, when they don't have the stuffing in them, and you can order some of them like this. But initially, Build-A-Bears, on average, do not come stuffed. So you'll end up with like this ragdoll looking thing, and there's like the stitching on the back. And then when you go in there and you get the bear stuffed and you put the heart in it, they'll stitch it back up. But if you buy one second hand, you can just unstitch it and take all the stuffing out. Wash it, take it back to Build-A-Bear, and get it stuffed, and you can have like the magical moment. If you ever go to Build-A-Bear, you'll see. Like, pick up one of the corpses, and you'll see. Roadkill! Hi, Wasaran! Kaji, thank you for the $5. They're like cat ladies. When they die, the house will be full of bears that have to be taken care of. Oh no. Oh no. You min-max Build-A-Bear. Some people do have serious collections, you know? Some people have serious collections, like... When you take into account that each of those ponies is like $40... What's that? 40? 80? 1... What's 8 plus 4? 12? 120? 160? 190? I don't know. It keeps going up, you know? They're very expensive. But how they get you is they don't release them all at once, you know? Like all these ponies, these took years to come out. They start with one and then do another and then do another month, and that's what they're doing with Pokemon too. A lot of Pokemon Build-A-Bears. There's a lot of them. Make the fish set up a Bab sponsorship and get Face Connect drips for the bears. We could actually... Build-A-Bear offers custom bears. Now, I don't know how expensive it is. It's probably like a couple $1,000s. But if you're a company, you can custom order Build-A-Bears. So you guys, for those of you who aren't in America, we have this company called Ford. And They have like this, wait, do they have 4 in other places? They don't have them in Phase World, I don't think. 800 plus Pokemon. I assume it'll take at least a few centuries to get caught up. So Ford is this automobile company. And they did a crossover with Build-A-Bear. So they have this one, and then they have like a black one, and these are pretty expensive now. And then they did like a a special like outfit. I think this was later on. Later on they came up with a special outfit. Everyone knows what Ford is. I listen, man, I don't know. Okay, I don't know. I don't know what you have in the other countries that aren't as important as the one that I currently reside in. Jeez. Anyways. Yeah, I'm from Phase World. How am I supposed to know? Yeah. And then they have region exclusive bears. So there's Build-A-Bears. There was Build-A-Bears all over the world, but turns out a lot of countries are a lot poorer than America. They're a lot more poor, so they can't have Build-A-Bear. There's not enough middle-class people there to buy up the bears. But like, there was one in Japan. I think there might still be one in Japan. I'm not sure. It might have closed down. They have one at the Tokyo Disneyland, if I remember correctly. A lot more shitty, yes. Other countries are a lot shittier. So this is the Kokoro bear. And, no, it's not an alpaca, it's a bear. This is the Kokoro bear. This was a Japan exclusive, and now Americans lose their goddamn minds over this thing, alright? Listen, I think it's ugly as all hell, alright? Look at this thing. Look at that. That's not cute. That looks weird. That looks really weird. I don't think that's cute at all. Now, the Shiba Inu, on the other hand, I understand, because it's cute. Hold on, let me put the Shiba on screen. Why is it not... God, some of these images aren't images. I hate that, chat. Okay, this one's a little, like, matted. This one's a little matted. This one needs to be brushed. But so this was the Shiba Inu bear. And this was also a Japan exclusive. And then they had a Chihuahua. And the Chihuahua was Singapore. Singapore? Singapore? I don't know how to say that country's name. Are you also addicted to Art Picasso plushies? Yes, but Art Picasso I also buy secondhand because Art Picassos are expensive. Like everything else that comes from Amuse. We'll talk about Amuse at a later date, alright? Because I'm a little obsessed with Amuse. That wasn't an image either! Fuck! Okay. That wasn't an image either. I'm gonna lose my mind. I am going to lose my mind, chat. What is with all these images that aren't images? Wait, is it corrupted? No. What's going on with this? Scuff. It's so scuffed. Okay, that one's an image. Okay, so this was the Chihuahua. I don't think this is stuffed. No, it's not stuffed. So, the proportions look kind of weird. Converted! I'm not gonna go through the hassle of doing that. But this was a Singapore exclusive. So freaking cute. I want one of these. But these are like, anywhere between like $100 to like $250. And I am not gonna spend that much money on a stuffed animal. I'll spend that much money on a stuffed animal if it's like custom made, you know? Like, I'll go into another tangent later. I don't wanna go on about it here. But people on Etsy make these like one-of-a-kind art dolls. And okay, I'm gonna show you one. People make these art dolls. And they are so cute. I want to pick one up at some point. But they're like $200 because they're handmade, you know, and they use like high quality stuff. But like, look at that. Look at how freaking cute that is. I want one. But it's also like, well, what do I do with it, you know? I can't do anything with it. You just put it on display. I don't know. I guess you could use it for, like, photography? Very cute, though, aren't they? It looks real. It does. You'll see sometimes on YouTube, people will take art doll images. And they'll try to pass it off as, like, a real animal. Fun fact. Okay, so Pippa, kind of a connoisseur of insects. And you guys know that famous image of the poodle moth. The Venezuelan poodle moth. You guys know, have you guys heard of that? You guys heard of the Venezuelan poodle moth? This is not a real moth. Venezuelan poodle moths are real. They are real. But this is not real. This is an art doll. Somebody needle felted this. And I'm not gonna explain to you what needle felting is. If you want to know what needle felting is, look it up. But this is not real. But it's pretty convincing, isn't it? So yeah, I'd buy one of these. I'll probably pick one up like once I'm in a more stable like living situation. But right now it's like dropping $250 on something that's just gonna sit on a shelf. And then you have to be worried about like when you move, you know. I don't know what it's made out of. It's probably made out of like clay and faux fur, I'm assuming. Or maybe yarn. It kind of looks like brushed out yarn. I don't know. A sugar glider would be cute. Oh my god, I would die for a sugar glider! Oh, I love sugar gliders! Okay, anyways. Shit, what was I talking about? I was talking about Build-A-Bears. Okay, I was talking about region exclusives. So there are things beyond region exclusive. There are bears that are not just region exclusive, but they are exclusive to specific stores. For example, this pink patchwork puppy was only available in downtown Disneyland, along with the downtown Disney pup, which looks like this but is different, and so was the patchwork pup that also looks different. Now, if you wanted to buy one of these in store, it would have cost like $30. Like $30. Because that's just a fucking dog, chat. It's just a dog, you know? And it doesn't have any special features. Some Build-A-Bears have special features. Hold on, I'm gonna put up a better picture of the patchwork puppy. I think it's pretty cute. I see some people in chat saying it's ugly. I think it's cute. I don't think it's $1,225 cute. Plus $15.20 in shipping. But it's pretty cute. I'd pay $30 for this. For that price, offer free shipping. I know, right? What the fuck? It's like, yeah, man, and $15 shipping. Yeah. It's like $20 cute. Yeah, it's cute. It's cute. But for $1,225, I would commission like an Azure Lane artist. If I had that much money to throw away, I would commission like an Azure Lane artist to draw my OC or something, you know? I would get like a custom Dakimakura or something, you know? I'm not paying $1,225 for a mass-produced dog. That's way too much money. And I think my interests are excessive, you know? I think my interests are excessive, you know? Like, who in their right mind would pay $1,200 just for art from somebody who made a game? Not made a game, but like made a character in a game. You know? You'd pay $120 for it though. I probably would not. You can buy a real mass-produced dog for that price. Oh no, right? Get a puppy mill! Get a puppy mill puppy! Scab! Yeah, Scab. I've never actually bought anything off Scab. I'm kind of intimidated. I was almost tempted. Mins! I could spend $1,200 on getting Mins to draw my OC. I think that's about Mins' rate. I don't know. But here's the other version. So this dog is just a recolor of another dog. This is just... What's your OC? I'm not showing you guys my OC. This is just a recolor of another dog. Well enough. I'm kind of nervous because, like, I looked at the times. And, like, it can take, like over a month to get your scab work. And I don't know, that just makes me nervous because you have to pay up front, you know? That makes me nervous. Yeah, by OC I mean Tulpa. But there are other bears. There are other bears that are also quite expensive secondhand. Like the Build-A-Bear Monarch Butterfly. Which is... To somebody who is rather passionate about insects. I can safely say this is one of the ugliest things I have ever seen. I would not pay $30 for this. Despite my love of insects, this thing is kind of hideous. If I saw this in the bargain bin, I would not pick it up. I didn't pick up the koala. I'm not gonna pick up this. I passed on a koala Build-A-Bear, man. My standards are pretty low when I'm thrifting because the prices at this thrift store are really cheap. So I'm like, okay, well if I don't like it, if I don't bond with the bear, I can just resell it, you know? But even for like $1, I'm not gonna buy some of this stuff. This is another very ugly butterfly that they did, but at least this one looks better. Comparatively, I think this one looks better. Like, at least it looks like they had something in mind. Bond. Bond is like a term used in the Build-A-Bear community where, like, you get attached to something. I know it's just a general word that means the same thing, but it's like common vernacular in the Build-A-Bear community. They need to not make butterflies. You know, Lynn, I agree with you. They need to not make butterflies. Are you a bit too old to bond with a plushie? Not really, because, okay, here's my thing with stuffed animals, chat. I view stuffed animals as a form of art, and that might sound kind of crazy? or I don't know. But I view stuffed animals as a work of craftsmanship. Of skill, you know? And that's why some of the Build-A-Bear designs I really love. Like the axolotl is a very good design, you know? The way it's put together. Because there's a difference between bad stuffed animals and good stuffed animals, you know? Like, I happen to bring up Build-A-Bear a lot because there's a lot of like craziness in the community that keeps me interested. But in terms of like actual, like what brand I actually like for stuffed animals, my favorites are actually Charlie Bears So Charlie Bears is a very expensive company. These bears, at a minimum, are like $100. Like, they don't get much cheaper than that. They're very high quality, and I really love their like old prairie kind of look, you know? They have like an older they're jointed so you can move their arms, which is something you typically see in older stuffed animals, not so much in the modern era. And the eyes, they always do these beaded eyes that I just really love. You know, they do the solid like plastic eyes. And they remind me of like a Hallmark greeting card or something, you know? They're very homely. They're not something you cuddle with. They're something you put on a shelf and you display. They're a work of art. Are there cheap Sonic Build-A-Bear models? Yes, there are. Gotta go. Well, thank you for stopping by, Sean. And then beyond Charlie Bears, I have kind of an issue with this company because everything they make is just a copy-paste of each other. Which I don't think is very, creative. But the other company that I really like, because I am totally in love with the one model that they do make, is called Piglet. And Charlie Bears is an American company, but Piglet is a Russian company that specializes in these adorable rabbit dolls that are very high quality. And these range anywhere from like $100 to $800. They are very high quality material. And they're very limited production. So because they'll like custom order accessories and custom make the accessories, these are handmade. These are handmade. These are not mass produced like Build-A-Bear. Because they custom make these by hand, they're in very limited run. So like some of these, there's only 10 out there in the world. There's only 8. There's only at most, the most I've ever seen them do is like 20 of a like 24 of a specific one. So with stuffed animals, there's a lot of skill that can be involved with them. And that's why, you know, there's a difference. There's a difference. If you go to like a carnival, you see how there's those stuffed animals that have like the really wonky proportions and they're filled with foam beads and stuff? I don't like that. But like Build-A-Bear has like a custom formula for their stuffing. So Build-A-Bear stuffing is extremely soft. If you ever open up a Build-A-Bear and like feel around on the inside, Build-A-Bear stuffing is so much softer than regular stuffing. And some of the Build-A-Bear designs, I just feel like, are very... like, higher quality than you would typically expect from a mass-produced company. Oh, in terms of mass-produced, if you guys like... you guys like stuffed animals. You guys like stuffed animals. Aurora makes very cute designs. Hold on. Oh, and Amuse. You guys might like Amuse more because Amuse is a Japanese company. I think they're Japanese. And you might know them for alpacasas. That I'll put on screen here in a second. Aurora is, I think, an American company, and they make a lot of like the... if you ever go into like a farm store, they make a lot of like the... like natural animals and stuff. But this is Amuse. Amuse makes these very like chibi-esque kind of stuffed animals. You'll find them, they have a lot of like Toreba exclusives too. What's the difference between 𝐴 Picasso and art Picasso? Again, is it just gender? I think it's the same thing actually. I think it's just they're called 𝐴 Picassos in English-speaking countries, and they're called art Picasso in Japan, I think. I don't know, this seems like a waste of money. Not like my collection of anime figurines, which are totally a sound investment in my home's interior decor. I know, man. I know. But that, like, you bring up anime figurines. I know your thing was a joke, but like, genuinely, you know, I don't think it's any worse than like anime figurine collections, because to me, stuffed animals are just cheaper figurines. Sometimes cheaper, anyways. But I also really love figurines. I love Nendoroids. I have some of these skunks. I have the black one and I have the pink one and the small one. They're so soft. They're so high quality. Ah, I love these. And like Fumos, you know? But like how there are parallels to anime merch. There are also some very, should I put this? I'm gonna use Build-A-Bear as an example against itself. To clearly illustrate my point between good craftsmanship and bad craftsmanship. So, modern Build-A-Bear has forsaken a lot of the higher quality materials and well-designed models in place of pumping things out quicker and cheaper. Here is the World Wildlife Fund collaboration Red Panda from Build-A-Bear. It's very cute, you know? It's very cute. I really like the Red Panda World Wildlife Fund collaboration. And because I can shove it in like special outfits or whatever, I'm also like more inclined to pick up a Build-A-Bear version of something, you know? I have a German Shepherd Build-A-Bear that I went out specifically, like I got the German Shepherd Build-A-Bear because I wanted an army dog. I wanted a little army dog that I could display. So I went to Build-A-Bear and I bought him an army outfit, and now I have a little army German Shepherd with like a dog tag and everything. It's adorable. I love the personalization that you can give your bears. Now I can show you this with the German Shepherd too, but I'm about to show you. Wait, I'm not gonna show you yet. Hold on. Aurora Red Panda. So Aurora, I think Aurora has better craftsmanship. Especially given the price points, because sometimes Aurora is like the same price as Build-A-Bear. But like, look at how good that looks. If your favorite animal is a red panda, you're probably gonna buy the Aurora version in the top right. But if like, if your dad's in the military and his favorite animal is the red panda, you might get the red panda from Build-A-Bear, dress it up in the army outfits, and do it as like a memorial item of him or something, you know? Because you can also like record voices. You can record somebody's voice and put it in the bear. And that's where like the personalization comes in. That's what kind of makes it worth the price point. But now let me show you what has happened to Build-A-Bear. This ain't it, Chief. This ain't it. It's so bad! Look at it! Oh my god! This is what I'm talking about! Hold on, where's my cursor? Where's my cursor? I'm about to go like full crazy mode. Hold on. Okay, look at the original. Look at the original. Yeah, CalArts Bear. Okay, fluffy tail with interchanging colors and a black tip. There's black on the ears, but it's also a different fabric. So count like the amount of different fabrics used. There's this deep brown, short pile, this russet color, short pile, white, short pile. Then you have the white in the ears, which might be the same as the white on the face. I can't really tell. But then there's like this deep brown, or it might be black. That's also used here, at the end of the tail. And then there's the short pile black on top of the ears. And then you have the long white pile, which is used here on the cheek scruffs and on the tail. Have you seen Squishables? I love Squishables. Squishables are adorable. Not worth the price point if you're buying them secondhand though. Those are something you have to buy in store. Oh wait, no. I'm thinking of Squishmallows. Squishables. Yes, I have Squishables. I have the Lucky Cat. And I have a bunny. I have a Lucky Cat, a bunny, and a Kitsune. The head shape is not a circle. It's more like flattened down here. It's like oval, you know? It creates more of like a realistic body type. The tail is fluffy, you know, like they combined a lot of different materials here to create something more authentic. This! Yeah, it has the actual shape of a red panda, yes. This generic round head that they recycle for so many other bears. The face proportions? Fricked. The face proportions are fricked. But they'll do stuff like this because it's easier to maintain quality control, you know, if you put like the eyes together. Like right on the seam kinda. It's easier for quality control. I think that's why they do it anyways. The markings have been simplified to cut down on the amount of scraps and such. There's, count it, the russet fur, the deep brown fur, and the white fur. And then I think there's black inside the ears. There's half the amount of materials here versus the other one, which isn't always a bad thing, you know? Like, if you look at the Aurora one, there's not a huge amount of materials used here either. But a lot more love and care went into the, the proportions, and it's a higher quality of fabric used. But look at this shit! What the fuck is this? This is hideous. If you see the whites is an eye part though. Oh no. Oh no. The lack of cheek tufts is a sin. Yes, I agree. The cheek tufts add to the red panda's fluffy, soft appearance. This looks like a dog. This looks like a dog. Literally off-brand here, yes. So please understand, the majority of my love for Build-A-Bear is for the older ones, alright? I don't like a lot of the newer ones. The axolotl I really liked, and I was impressed that they made a possum, but on looking... But looking at the opossum more, it doesn't... It's not... The opossum is not that great. I was just overhyped. The German Shepherd. I will show you the German Shepherd. So, the German Shepherd on its own was already pretty derpy, you know? The German Shepherd, he's already kind of scuffed. Not one of their better works, but I think he has a charm to him. This was part of their Promise Pets collection, which used to come with like these little collars and you could write their name on it. It was really wholesome. He's kind of derpy, but I love him. You know, I love him. And you might think, okay, well that's kind of scuffed. It can't get any like. It can't get any worse, can it? It can't get any worse, can it? Which, first of all, fuck you. I love the German Shepherd. But second of all, au contraire, mi amour. What name did you give him? I don't think I actually gave him a name. The hell? Freaking web MP. Ah! The website photos don't actually look as bad, but I saw this thing in real life and it is pretty, oof. It doesn't actually look as bad in the online photo. But I'm gonna show you where they cut some corners. See how on the legs here? You see how on this one's legs, the markings overlap with the legs a bit? This requires extra effort. This one, the seams on the legs, they sacrifice the patterns of the dog, of what it would actually look like, in order to simplify the seams. So now there's no black on the back leg. Now it's just the back leg is attached and the back leg is brown. The front leg is just brown and attached. Effort costs money, that's true. Look at the tail. They completely got rid of the undermarking on the tail. It really does look more to me like a Chihuahua. The one on the right is cuter. Also, again, the template head. It's a template head. Hold on. I wish there were better photos of the original German Shepherd, but they don't have a lot of good photos of the old ones. Terrible proportions, yes. Oh wait, actually, it looks like they did something similar with the old German Shepherd as well. Okay, I thought for some reason, on the old German Shepherd, the markings went over the legs, but no, they cheaped out there as well. But regardless, like with the tail, they didn't cheap out. And just in general, I respect that the head proportions are a lot more appropriate. Opinion on Webkins, like the game? The thing about Webkins is they don't, Webkins, the stuffed animals were not custom made. For Webkins. I mean, I think some of them were. But the things with Webkins is like, their signature collection. You might go out of your way to buy the Webkins like signature collection because it comes with the code or whatever. But this exact bear, Arctic Fox. This exact Arctic Fox is actually a template also used by, I think, National Geographic. There's another company that also uses this design. Yes, National Geographic. So this is the Webkins image, and then here is the National Geographic image. It's the same stuffed animal. But the Webkins one, I believe, costs more because it comes with a code. So you're kind of getting scammed. Or I feel scammed anyways. Because, like, it's not... Like, why would I buy the Webkins version of something when I can just buy the cheaper version? Themes on the bridge, yeah. Oh, you guys want to see something really bad? My final words changed the world. Okay, Ike, I believe in you. This is the Build-A-Bear Arctic Fox. You might look at it on its own, you know? When you don't have anything to compare it to, you might look at it on its own and be like, oh, that's kind of cute. But then you look at it like next to higher quality stuffed animals and you're like, what the fuck? That's a fox. Yes, this is the Build-A-Bear Arctic Fox. That came out around Christmas time, I think last year? Or the year before? We have Arctic Fox at home! Yeah. And some of the designs, some of them I think it works, you know? Some of them it works. Like, I don't think the red fox is bad. It doesn't have the template head as much though. That's the thing that kills me. I don't like circular heads. When the head is circular, it puts me off. But, so yeah, here's the red fox. I think it's pretty cute. I think it's pretty cute. Yeah. Not that bad. It's the same way with VTubers. Oh. That moment when you see a VTuber and they have the same mama as somebody else that you like, but then you see the mama's other child and you're just like, ah! That's mean, I shouldn't say that. But it's the truth. Pippa-chan love? Mi-chan love! Can you make it a silver one and call it Mi-chan? Well, I could get the white one and call it Mi-chan. They also had like, honestly, the World Wildlife Fund ones are just my favorite in general. I'm really big on animal conservation. So just in general, like, I really like their World Wildlife Fund crossover ones. And you could get these at zoos, I believe. If I remember correctly. Okay, here's like another direct comparison of quality though. Why is it not working? Hold on. It's also hard because a lot of these if you want a stuffed animal to look nice in pictures, you really need to brush its fur. Because otherwise they get kind of like a matted look to them sometimes, depending on the fabric. So a lot of people, they take pictures and the fabric looks fucked. So like, here is the World Wildlife Fund tiger. And then there is the, here is the tiger you can currently buy on the website. It's not the worst, right? It's not the worst, you know? Like, you look at it and you're like, okay, I mean, that's kind of overpriced for being like $30. But it also looks like it looks like a knockoff of the older version. Like, I could see spending like $6 on this thing. But when you directly compare the quality of the old ones versus the new ones, soulless. Yeah, they lack soul. They lack soul now. That's $30. Oh, it's $16 right now because it's on sale. It's normally $20. My bad. It's normally $20, which is still too much for me, but yeah. Honestly, at this point, it's kind of like buying for brand. A lot of people buy Build-A-Bear. Oh, wait, hold on. There's an even newer one than that one. Oh, I repressed my memories of this. I repressed my memories of this. Chat, we have old, new, newest. This is the newest tiger they released. If you thought the other one looked like a knockoff! Oh man! Oh man! Oh man! It doesn't even look like a tiger! Ah! There's another picture of it. This is what I'm talking about, though. They've just been declining. This is what it's like, man. Great value Dollar Tree. Dude, Dollar Tree even gets better stuffed animals than this in sometimes. Littlest Pet Shop vibes, man. Littlest Pet Shop, even if you don't like the style of Littlest Pet Shop. Hold on, I'm gonna put Littlest Pet Shop on screen for those of you who don't know. Even if you don't like the style of Littlest Pet Shop, I really respect that Littlest Pet Shop has a style to it, you know? Like, you see Littlest Pet Shop and you're like, yeah, that's Littlest Pet Shop. Some of these are really wonky. Like Lisa Frank, you know? Like, if you see something that's Lisa Frank, you can tell that it's Lisa Frank. But with Build-A-Bear now, the quality is like so hit or miss. Yeah, at least they're consistent. Like the horse in the bottom left, I think, well, I probably wouldn't buy it, but I at least like it. But the fucking Build-A-Bears? Would you believe these were all made by the same company? If I looked at this, I'd be like, oh, top left? I bet that's probably like one of the adoption rewards from World Wildlife Fund, you know? Like that's probably you probably get that one from donating like $200 to World Wildlife Fund. And then the one in the top right, that one's probably like a carnival prize, or it might be from Walmart. And then the bottom one, yeah, that's probably from like the bargain bin of Walmart. That one's probably like in the Valentine's section. You know how like during Valentine's Day they put out all those really cheap stuffed animals? With the LPS collab with Girl Wit. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, LPS VTuber, no VTuber, YouTubers have been capitalizing on that. Like, I got fucking recommended an LPS VTuber. Fuck, I keep saying VTuber. YouTuber. I got recommended an LPS YouTuber the other day because they put Gura in her thumbnail. She was like, LPS YouTubers, where are they now? I was like, man, you're a leech. But yeah. Careful, dog skin Pippa. I'm not the one doxing, she was. But yeah, so that's where Build-A-Bear is at right now. You have opinions on pillows. Pillow pets. It's a pillow. It's a pet. It's a pillow pet. I think they're overpriced. That's another thing. I don't believe in brand recognition. You know, like I don't believe in just buying things because of the brand. Popples! I loved Popples! Oh my god, bros. Bros, we're gonna have to do another stream, okay? We're gonna have to do another stream. Stuffed animals from the 80s? Ah, the 80s were a golden time, chat! JL17, thank you for the 420. This is a great format for future streams. Any other rabbit holes you can take us down? Neopet. Yeah, we can do Neopets. We can do 80 stuffed animals. We can do, collab with Jenny Nicholson win. Oh my god. Bros, Popples were amazing. Fanimation, thank you for the $5. What are your opinions on Pillow Pets? I think they're overpriced. I can put them on screen for you guys. Pillow Pets is one of those companies that does a lot of crossovers, just like Build-A-Bear. And they're not something. Oh, Dilo, thank you for the $10 leaf money. I never cared about Build-A-Bear before. This was interesting. Thank you for this knowledge. You're welcome. You are welcome. Also, thank you for clipping Uruka. I saw it on Twitter. Okay, no, Uruka. Pillow pets are kind of all over the place in terms of quality as well, because like I said, they collab with a lot of other companies, and some of their designs are not great. This one's pretty cute, but this is $90. I would not spend $90 on this. $90 off their website, by the way. This one is $30. I would not spend $30 on this. I'm sorry, I wouldn't. The stream makes me regret selling my Takara Tomy Evolution plushies. You should regret it. 90 seems steep. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Oh man, the spirit ones. Oh, and they fold out. So like there's like a little Velcro thing on the bottom, and you undo it, and then they fold out like this. So they become more of like a proper pillow. Which is pretty cute, you know, like that's alright. The appeal is that like it's quote unquote like practical, you know, like this is something your kid would take like on the plane with them or something, you know, because it's like, oh, it's like a comfort thing. It's a pillow and it's a pet. Are they actually comfortable as a pillow though? I have no idea. I've never had a pillow pet before. Weren't they sold in made-for-TV ads? Yes, they were. The stream just reminds me how my mom used to obsess over Beanie Babies. It's nostalgic. I am your survival dad and your Beanie Baby mom. I am the complete package. I used to really love Beanie Babies. Now I'm not as big of a fan, but Pippa has a bit of a obsession with like more obscure animals. You know, like some of my favorite animals are like opossums and skunks. And most companies don't really, they're not super popular. You got a truck full of them. No, I don't have a truck full of them. But, oh man, every day I used to go down to the swap meet. And there was this lady that sold Beanie Babies for like $5. And, I didn't get to get one every day, but if we were doing alright at the time, I'd get to pick up like one, like once every Saturday. Pine Martins! Oh my god, I love Pine Martins! Oh, I love Pine Martins. Ah, soda. Oh, coffee, but... So Build-A-Bear's kind of a wild community. I got completely sidetracked there. Have you ever made your own stuffed animals? I've dabbled in it a bit, but I'm one of those people where if I make something, I'm not gonna like it. Like, what's a pine marten? I will show you what a pine marten is. They're like these big mustelids, I think they are. They've got like these really fluffy paws. Hold on. This is a pine marten. They live in trees. If I remember correctly, anyways. Super cute. Super cute. Very fluffy for being like a weasel type animal. Their tails are very fluffy. And their feet are very more bulky than you think they would be, you know? Because like ferret feet are like all skin, you know? But pine martens have these fluffy little feet. It's so cute. It's like a combination of oh, your opinion on quokkas? I don't really like them. Otter too, yeah. One of my other favorite animals that doesn't really get any recognition at all, which I don't understand why. This is a North American mammal. And for some reason nobody talks about it. And when I ask people or when I bring it up, nobody even knows nobody knows that it exists. And in my opinion, it is probably the cutest mammal in North America. This is the ringtail cat. They're native to like Arizona and I don't know where else. But they're in North America. And a lot of people don't even know that these things exist. And I'm sitting here like, how do you not know this exists? It's fucking adorable. Look at that. That's in the US, yeah. Look at them, aren't they cute? When did we get these? Yeah, they were patched in a couple weeks ago. I'm kidding. Yeah. I don't know why, like, nobody ever knows about them. Texas? They're in Texas as well? It's Kawaii P. Mori's persona. No, that was a ringtail lemur. We don't have those. Those are in Madagascar. They're so cute, aren't they? Oh, here you go. Here's a, This is a ringtail lemur, which are also one of my favorite animals. And here's the ringtail cat. Dang. What's their species status? I don't think they're endangered because you're allowed to hunt them. Conservation status, least concern. Pipkin got me a fur of one of these. We were at this sportsman show. And this one dude, it was like the last day of the show, so the one dude was like just trying to make back his money from the show. And I ended up getting a fur of one of these for pretty cheap. Ringtails can be found in southwestern Oregon, south through California, southern Nevada, Utah, Colorado, Texas, Arizona, New Mexico, Oklahoma, Kansas, Baja California, and northern Mexico. So I can go get one for a pet. Probably not. You're not allowed to have, native wildlife as pets. So they're a plague! What? What's your stance on maned wolves? They're the ones with the long legs, right? I think they're cute. This stream wasn't about animals. This stream was about Build-A-Bear. You can own a tiger. Tigers aren't native to North America. I didn't know you couldn't have native wildlife as pets. I mean, I guess you can in certain areas. Like, in In Ohio, you can have a pet skunk. I'm new here to Face Connect by enjoying you and Leah and Uruka. Thank you, Pippa. Thank you! Lions, you can have native animals as pets. You cannot have... I guess it depends on the animal and it depends on the state. Cause like I think in Florida you can have alligators, maybe? Maybe not, cause aren't they invasive? But in Oregon you can have pet alligators, and in Ohio you can have pet skunks. I can't think of where else has rules like that. South Carolina you can have pet skunks and pet opossums, I think. You can have any animal as a pet if you don't care about the law. Oh my god. Fun fact, a lot of people don't know. You know, ferrets. Ferrets are not, you cannot legally have those in California. And also, fun fact, if you're trying to go through California, like say you're in Washington, you live in Washington, you have a pet ferret, you want to go through, you wanna take the northwestern side down to like Mexico or something, you're going on vacation to Mexico, you're like, I'm gonna bring my ferret. You can go through Oregon, but you can't go through California. If you try to take a ferret into California, they will actually confiscate it. Which I was really surprised about, you know? Like, what if you live in Ohio and you want to take your pet skunk to another state that allows skunks? Can't. Florida, you can have any animal if you can house them properly. Oh, Florida's based. Are there any Build-A-Bear Fennecs? Yes. There is a World Wildlife Fund Build-A-Bear Fennec. You need a license, don't that ferret? The absolute state. I actually have one of these. They're a lot cuter in person. A lot of the photos tend to make them look weird, but they're really cute. And these are cheap. You can get these for like $10. Some Build-A-Bears, like some Build-A-Bears secondhand, like they're really cheap, you know? They're like $10. And then other ones are a lot more expensive. Your ship is nice, yeah. Chad, why do you keep saying everything is a fursuit? Just because it's stuffed does not make it a fursuit. Is that a fennec or a bear? It's a fennec. I wish the tail was fluffier. I do wish the tail was fluffier. Build-A-Bear has this thing. Stuffed animals in general have this thing of not making tails as fluffy as they should be. What are your feeling on marmots? I'm not really into them. They're cute enough, you know, but I'm not really into beavers, groundhogs, marmots, quokkas, capybaras. Crocodiles aren't pets in Florida, they just are. Poka! Yeah! Poruka, oruka. Poruka, oruka. What else was I gonna talk about? Oh yeah, the second-hand market. I thought it would probably be too far to show, screen caps of people discussing these things. But here's those images earlier of like some of the price points. So as you might imagine, because these things can be so expensive, because Build-A-Bear has a community based around it, some bears are pretty expensive, and some bears, the second they're released on the website, will get scalped and people will resell them. So like the axolotl. The axolotl released for like $20 or $30, and then scalpers were selling it on eBay for $120. Yeah, these are all sold, by the way. These aren't current bids. These are... I picked specifically sold examples. Yeah, the axolotl, people were actually buying it too. They had something like 6 in stock. And people were buying them up. And this isn't really that uncommon of a thing with Build-A-Bear. So this says offer accepted, so they probably didn't pay $300 for this, but like... Oh, where'd my thing go? There it is. This says offer accepted, so I'm guessing they didn't pay $300 exactly. Zynex, thank you for becoming a big PP. But yeah, people sell these secondhand, and or not even secondhand, like something will come out on the website and people will immediately turn it around and sell it. I think last time I talked about Build-A-Bear. Oh wait, here's a axolotl that got scalped and sold with the exact price on it. So this is like 20 or 30 bucks on the Build-A-Bear website. And somebody paid $235. The first one is near 10,000 Rand South. Oh my god. What the hell? A million? 10,000? I can't read. Yeah. Kind of like GPUs. But useless. And this is what I'm talking about, man. Like, I like these as like a figurine. You know? Rand. Sorry. I like these as like figurines. And if if I'm like really passionate about like a specific character, I might spend like $300 on a figurine. I haven't, but like if one of my Azurine waifus got a model, got a figurine, I'd probably buy it. If it was like $300, if it was like a Little Enterprise or something, I would buy that. When the easy ones came out, people were panicking, thinking they were gone forever. 3 months later, they're in stores, no issues. That's another thing. Build-A-Bear lies. Build-A-Bear came out with these Animal Crossing plushies. And they said online exclusive, but they were so popular that now they're in stores. I almost bought a 1/4 size Kirino figure. Oh my god, that's amazing. You should have bought that. And people were also scalping these, by the way, of course. So, the Build-A-Bear community is kind of wild. And there is a lot of drama, chat. There's a lot of drama. Oh my god! Okay, wait, hold on. I just stumbled across this one. Okay, here's 3 sold axolotls for two axolotls that were sold for $200, and right above it is an Espeon that sold for $195. These just came out like last week. Why are you? Listen, I guess I can kind of understand if you're super impatient. If you're super impatient, you're like, shit, man. Like my kid really. Like, her favorite animal in the world is an axolotl. I gotta buy that for her. The Espeon came out last week! Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm sorry. Like, if it's like a month in and you're like, damn, like, I'm waiting for them to come back. They keep coming back. I keep missing them. I keep missing the axolotl. They keep bringing back the axolotl a little bit here, a little bit there, and I keep missing it, but... Holy shit! People are sniping these like they're friggin' designer shoes. Holy shit. Okay, drama. Drama. As you can imagine, with prices these high, these high? I wish I could speak English. With prices this high and such a large demand, you might expect this, but there is a lot of drama in the Build-A-Bear community. And I will not name names. I will not name names. Pippa's being good. Tokoloshi, thank you for the $5. Adding to Pippa's cultured fig stonks. Oh my god. Let's just say there's a big following of Build-A-Bear on a certain social media platform. And so say we have Group A. We're gonna call Group A Shepherd, and we have Group B, and we're gonna call that like Red Panda. Pippa, you've already been. Shut up, Grant. I'm being good. Grant. We're gonna call Group A, yeah, Shepherd, and Group B is Panda. Okay, so... I hope you're all taking notes. Group A is, Shepherd. Shepherd is more popular than Panda. Shepherd has a lot more of a following, but Panda's not that far behind. But, one of Shepherd's followers, one of Shepherd's little friends that helps maintain order in, like, the herd, accidentally called one of Panda's friends a boy instead of a girl. And Panda took offense to this. So Panda came to their friend's aid and they said, "Hey, that's my friend. Respect them." And Shepherd said, "Oh, well, I didn't mean to do that. I have other issues with your friend. And I didn't mean to do that. Because I'm very positive about that kind of stuff. My favorite month is June." And Panda was like, "Fuck you. Apologize right now." And Shepherd was like, "Well, if they apologize for the other stuff that they did, okay, maybe." And Panda said, "No, fuck you. You committed a hate crime." And Panda, Pippa's puppet pals, yeah, like you're kinetic. And Panda turned to their friends and said, "Okay, if you like Shepherd, if you're double dipping here, if you're one of Shepherd's friends and you're one of my friends, I'm gonna give you, I think it was a week? I'm gonna give you till the end of this week. It might have been a month." Panda said, "I'm gonna give you guys a month. I'm gonna be generous and say it was a month. I'm gonna give you guys 1 month to disavow Shepherd. You have 1 month to disavow Shepherd. And if you don't disavow Shepherd, I'm gonna manually check all 3,000 of you to make sure that you're not double dipping. If Shepherd is on your friends list, and you're still on my friends list, I'm disavowing you. I'm kicking you out. You cannot be my friend and Shepherd's friend." So Shepherd was like, "Yo, this dude's batshit crazy. What the fuck?" and Shepherd said, "Okay, alright, well, whatever." And continued along his day. Shepherd had more followers anyways, and a more active community than Panda. Shepherd was the bigger group. Shepherd had more leveraging power here. But Panda decided, you better square up, alright? You're picking one or the other. You're picking the more inactive community that has some people that did some sus stuff, or you're picking Shepherd, which is also full of crazy people, but is a more popular community and is better moderated. So, if you're like me and you keep all your stuff private, like I keep all my stuff private, you can't see any of the groups I'm in or anything. So I'm still double dipping. I'm still part of Shepherd's friend group, and I'm still part of Panda's friend group. Because they can't tell. They can't tell. Panda doesn't know I'm part of Shepherd's group. Oh, thank you, Tokoloshi, for the $2. Can I double dip? Sounds fun. No. So I'm still in some group. Still in that group. And Panda to this day still talks shit about Shepherd. Panda still complains. And like subtly back talks, I guess. Throws shade at Shepherd. Panda is still not over this. But Panda also wasn't messing around, alright? Panda went through the group members list. And if you were part of both groups, they kicked you out of their group. How long has it been? I think it's been like a year now. Any development since last stream? I haven't really been keeping that close a track of the groups. I don't really go on that social media platform. And when I do, it's usually for other stuff. It's not. Oh no. Oh no. Hold on, I just checked the group page. Ah! What the fuck is that? Ah! Off topic, but yeah. I do not like that. I don't like that social media platform. Alright, it's very, yeah. I don't like it. But, oh, thank you, 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭 for the... I missed it. It's gonna pop up, though. It's gonna pop up in chat. Anytime now. Did you see they post that during the stream? Maybe they're sending a message. Oh, did they post that during the stream? No. Why isn't the super chat popping up? 𝐂𝐡𝐚𝐭, you super chatted, but I don't see it. But yeah, if you like Build-A-Bear, it can be worth checking out these groups, but just remember that they're kind of aggressive. There's a lot of drama in these groups where like they take their bears very seriously. They take their bears very seriously. I will say that. And there's a lot of sneaky people also in the community that take their bears very seriously. Very seriously, yes. So what you get is kind of like somebody will list something. This usually happens with like the rarer bears. Like so say somebody lists like a patchwork puppy. So these sell for like $1,000 sometimes, you know? These sell for like $1,000. So they're kind of like a hot ticket item. But you get a lot of people on like Mercari who will list these up for sale that they're like, okay, well, my daughter's going off to college. I have all of her old stuffed animals. They just bought this bear just because they thought it was cute on their trip to Disneyland, you know? So they don't know how much it's worth. So they put it on Mercari. And usually when they do, it turns into a total shitfest in these Build-A-Bear groups. Because you will get people like desperately pleading, okay, I bought this bear. I know, I'm asking if anybody else here saw it up for sale. I'm asking you to not bring it up. Don't say anything. If you know, you know, because people will go and they will harass the seller of these rarer bears. Or a bear that just sold. People will do it for bears that are only like $100, which is still a lot of money, but like to put it into perspective, like people will do it over just about anything. They will contact these sellers and they will go off on them. Are you allowed to talk about Castle 300? Yeah, I can talk about Castle 300. I'll go into that in a little bit. Yeah, people will go on Mercari and they'll send like death threats. These people will send like death threats. They'll be like, oh, well, if you don't take that listing down right now, I'm gonna send a SWAT team to your house, kind of thing. Because they want the seller to take down the listing and then maybe like list it somewhere else. And then it gives them another chance to buy it. Or they'll just contact the seller privately of an item that already sold and they'll be like, hey, I'll give you $300 if you sell this to me right this second. And they don't give the other person a chance to like properly bid for it or anything. They're just snaky. Forgive me, I lost the plot, but you killed me nicely. That's all you missed, Pippa. What? Well, thank you for the $5. If you were here for the other stream, you might know the story about somebody that, went to someone's house to pick up a Build-A-Bear and got a gun pulled on them. Yeah. Some wild stuff goes down. It's not a majority of the time, you know. Usually the stuff you tend to see on these groups is just drama of somebody complaining like, "Oh, I bought a bear and its eyes are wonky. I'm so mad. I'm gonna demand a refund from Build-A-Bear." Here's a really cute. I love the piñatas. These are piñata Build-A-Bears. They're so cute, aren't they? So cute. And sometimes it's nice. Like, one of the good things about the community is, like, people will go to, like, Goodwill or whatever, like a thrift store, and they'll put up for auction, like, or not auction. They'll be like, "Okay, well, I'm at Goodwill, and they have this bear, this bear, this bear. Does anybody want one?" And, yeah. Gives you an opportunity. So there's some good things. There's some good things. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of judgmental. So my favorite things that get posted in this group are sometimes you get very passionate collectors. When a new bear will come out, people will buy. Don't read this out. Oh, I love you too, Lemmy! People will buy like 10 of the same bear. Not to resell. But just because they like them. Which, good on you. I'm glad you like them. But like this person collects longhorn cows. I know a shoe guy who does that. It's so weird. And you can see some of the modded ones in here actually. So there's also like a little bit of a modding community with Build-A-Bear. People will like dye them different colors and stuff, which is kind of neat, isn't it? I like it. I like the pink one. I like the black one. But I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of surreal to me going on here and seeing that people will spend $30 times like 5 in this case to have the same bear. It really, I don't know, you know, maybe it's a slippery slope, you know, I shouldn't judge because I'm into Build-A-Bears in general. It's like, who am I to judge, you know? What's the difference between liking Build-A-Bears and buying 5 of the same bear that's $30? It's literally just a purple bear with the blue muzzle. I don't get it. I don't get it, chat. But good on them. Good on them. Pippa doesn't judge. Pippa doesn't judge. The bears always look that freaky. When they're lined up like that, they look kind of freaky. But not all the time. Not all the time. Yeah. I tried to find some of the more crazy examples from my time in these groups. I was not able to. But there are some really hardcore people in here. Like there's some that have like 5 of these. I showed you guys that lady the other time. Some people collect like these $1,000 ones, and they will drop $600 here, $600 there, $600 again. And my favorite part is when they do a live sale, complaining that they can't pay rent. It's like, I wonder why. I wonder why you can't pay rent. I just saw you pick up 2 of these for $500. I wonder why you can't pay rent. But I'm nice, so I don't comment on that. I just subtly take notes. But that's not that uncommon, you know? Not that uncommon. There's something about like collectors groups where these people will spend thousands of dollars. I take it Pippa isn't actually allowed to show the shitstorm of that certain site anymore. No, I am not. There's something about these websites though where people or about collector stuff where people spend exorbitant amounts of money on things. And then they'll post a cute little picture of their bear the next day and be like, I can't pay rent, can anybody help me? Would it be fine, do you think, to show just like no names or anything, just show like no names, no faces, but just showing like tangents that people go on? Probably not. I probably shouldn't risk it. If I have to ask, I probably shouldn't risk it. But like, there's one person on here who went on like a huge tangent about how upset they were because what was it their manager? Yeah, their manager. Yeah, probably not. Probably not. Don't show it, just read it to us. Okay, yeah, I'm gonna read out this tangent song. Oh, I got an email back. Yeah, tomorrow. Okay. So this person posted a picture, and they said, "So I have a little bit of ranting to do and a little bit of uplifting to do. Sorry in advance. Today, we went to Build-A-Bear to grab a black PP cat. PP is Promise Pets. In honor of a black cat my mom and I used to take care of that disappeared 5 years ago this month. I grabbed 2 because I like to have backups of skins I plan on taking places just in case. Why don't you just buy another one if you lose your first one? Like, I'm sorry, this is hoarder mentality, chat. You do not need 2 of something. I also grabbed a different skin to be a backup of one I already had at home. When I went to the stuffer, the manager was poking fun at me for getting 2 of the black cats and that I probably have 2 of everything. Or 11. Yeah, just in case. I'm gonna drop $30 just in case. Which dragon told her, no, that's only the light furies and the beasts. So she's saying she has 11 light furies from... I don't know who Dragon is. I think that might be like their friend or something. They have 11 light furies from How to Train Your Dragon. So I'm guessing this hit a little too close to home. She kind of rolled her eyes at my collection. She said some other things to my friend that made me feel bad. And so in defense I said, hey, he knew what he was getting... Oh, it's like their husband, okay. He knew what he was getting into. And she remarked back that, yeah, and he even married you. Which was said in a way that my husband felt he needed to respond again. Not only did I know it, I have wholeheartedly encouraged the quadrupling of the collection. What a simp. To which she had nothing else to say. When this occurred, I really didn't let it bother me. Oh, yes, you did. Except for that she was making me feel bad in front of my husband. It wasn't until we were doing more errands that it started to really bother me. It reminded me of all the times my mom told me I would never find someone to love because X, Y, Z. And that I collect childish things like Build-A-Bears and stuffed animals. Oh, thank you, Bab Lover, for the $20. Just remortgaged my house to buy 10 more bears. Nice! Smart budgeting. Well, she got the shock of her life when my husband came along and even encourages me to bring along my Build-A-Bears everywhere, Groomer. Even to the point, if I question if I should bring one, he grabs it and brings it and says, well, I want it to come along. Long story short, if you haven't found someone to love you just the way you are, give yourself more time, and the right person will come along and make it so easy, not only for you to feel accepted, but as you are, but it will make you feel comfortable enough to find out just exactly who that person is. What the f? That don't make any sense. But imagine feeling compelled to go to a Build-A-Bear group and blog post for validation. First of all, it doesn't even sound like the lady was being mean. I mean, maybe if she was saying it with like a really hateful tone, but like, isn't that kind of standard? Like, you go somewhere and they're like, ha ha, typical woman buying a cart full of clothes or whatever, you know? Like, that's kind of normal. Oh god, it's the glowies! They heard me talking shit! Anyways. Like, that's kind of normal. But like, imagine, like, these are the kind of people you're dealing with, though, in these groups. I'm sorry, Redditors, but it reminds me of Reddit. Hey. It's just... And if you ever want to have a good time, you know, you can just type in, like, mad. If you're ever feeling low, you need a little bit of a frog pond effect, you know, you want to look at other people's stuff to make you feel better. You can just type in like mad into these groups or drama, and you can find some lolcows in the wild, some untouched lolcows to build a bruh. Inma, thank you for the $2. You can go and you can spot the lolcows grazing. Grazing in their natural habitats. Feral kiwi farmers. It's yeah, and then sometimes you find the really crazy stuff, like the other day. This was like a month ago now. Oh my god, I've been streaming for like 2 months now. Oh my god. You can find the really heated, passionate moments that I cannot show here. Where people go apeshit over voice messages about how they're a CNA and they're offended. Stuff like that, you know? Or yeah. Cutest Rabbit Keeps You Company has the uncensored version. I think I deleted that. I think I deleted the VOD on that. Heated, passionate moments of the Build-A-Bear community, yes. One more thing. So remember how I was talking about how Shepard isn't exactly in his right mind either? Where did it go? So we have Panda and we have Shepard, right? Okay, Shepard is not the sane one. All right, Shepard's just slightly more sane. Shepard's just slightly more sane. Now it's gonna go down for hour. Did I leave it up? Oh well, if it's already up, then I guess it means it didn't need to go down. So you can check over there for more of the chaos. But yeah, Shepard has this thing where if you get banned from his community, there is a they publicly make a statement. It's called the Banishment Accountability System. Shepard has a better filter, not really. Shepard has this thing called the Banishment Accountability System, and they will post all of your conversation logs relevant to like the situation and everything. And they will just post you. They will post you publicly. And they turn off comments and everything. There is no appealing this. But So here's a we're gonna wrap up stream. I have an ice cream social to attend. Here's a back and forth between a moderator and one of the members. If you find the group, you'll be able to find this conversation. Just type in banishment into the search bar. And so here's the conversation. So I'll preface this with moderator. Moderator, hey, so I'm giving a warning for dirty deletes. In the future, if you want something deleted, you have to ask staff. This group does not allow deleting anything. You are not allowed to delete any messages you send in this group. If you're like, oh shit, typo, and you delete your message to send it again, they will harp on your ass. They will get on your ass for it. You are not allowed. And the other members will snitch. So, banned person says, I deleted it because you put a comment on it saying I was being hurtful. And I didn't mean anything hurtful, so I just removed it. Moderator, which you replied to that I can't see, and I could have explained it's just an educational moment, but now it's not any of those things. So the banned person says, what the actual fuck? And the moderator shows a screen cap of the rules that you're not allowed to delete any messages. And they said, it's just our policy. So the banned person says, I've removed myself from the group. And again the moderator says, please ask before deleting. And the banned person says, fuck off. And the moderator says, okay, have a good one, wow. And they posted this publicly. You didn't banish this person, they left! They left! But this is the kind of like attitude that these moderators have, you know, they're like, oh, you wronged me? Like the other stream we went over how somebody bought like a bear or whatever before they could. And they publicly outed that person. It's just the same fucking thing. If you piss the moderators off, they will try to publicly humiliate you, but really they're just humiliating themselves, but but it's just hilarious. Like, they went out of their way to they said banishment of banned person's name. The following records and summary are for evidence only and not meant for discussion. This is part of our banishment accountability system, so no one has any questions about why someone's been banned. Just trying to do my job. Man, they left! You didn't ban them! They fucking left! They were like, ah, this bitch is crazy, bye. This is like, you can't break up with me if I break up with you first! It's a fucking Build-A-Bear group! But yeah. It's, and then there's a... They don't like DMing. I'm gonna go out on a limb and I'm gonna say they don't really like men in this group. So this one guy posted a picture of his stuffed bunny. And he was having this back and forth with this other member. And he said, so this other member said, "Oh, I want to cuddle it." And he said, "I'm single. DM me." And the moderator was like, "If you tell women to DM you again in my group, you'll be removed. If you don't respond to this PM in 5 hours, you'll also be removed." And the explanation for this one is predatory behavior. Told him to not ask women to DM him. He started DMing them himself, so I removed him. He was too thirsty. He had to be put down, chat. He was too thirsty. He tried to pick up girls in the Build-A-Bear group. What a predator. Bros, does predator even mean anything anymore? Is casual flirting predatory? That seems like an extremely strong word. See, when I think of predatory, I think of like a groomer. This guy just told a chick to DM him and they're like, Don't you try to privately contact women in my group, buddy. Fuck you. I'm sorry, it's so dramatic, okay? Like, on its own, if you took any one of these, I would have been like... If you took any one of these and you separated it from the context, I would have been like, okay, I mean, kind of dramatic, but like, whatever. But all of them are like this! They're all like this! I swear to God, they just look for reasons to ban people! Like... Not being allowed to DM women. If you're a man. What the fuck? That's not in the rules? Man. This other girl got banned because she said, why would you need 5? Like 5 Build-A-Bears. Somebody bought 5 of the same bear. And she said, they were limited stock, and a lot of people were disappointed to not be able to get even one. I just hope they're all gifts for people or something. She got banned for that. Oh, I'm sorry. The exact thing she got banned for was she called it selfish to buy 5 of a limited stock item. Which, I mean, people can do whatever they want, you know. I think Build-A-Bear should put limitations on how many of a limited time item you can buy. But imagine getting banned from a group for calling somebody selfish. Holy fuck, the hug boxery. I'd ban her too. What a Karen. I don't know. That seems dramatic to me. But, it's 8 o'clock, so... Like I said, I have an ice cream social to attend to. And, yeah. Thank you for stopping by. Do people get banned for questioning the reasons a ban happened? Yes. They have the ban accountability system, so if you come in and you're like, well, why did they get banned, though? You'll get banned. I've seen that happen. Before, they used to not disable the comments. Now they disable them, so you can't ask. But, before, like, if you question why somebody got banned... Be gone, sloth. Really? Yes. Listen, I'm telling you, if you're ever bored, go check out some wild lolcows grazing in the pasture. But, thank you guys so much for stopping by. My name's Pipkin Pippa. What's the cringe? I'm gonna read off some names. Caramel Sickle, Cluster Hopper, First Laugh, Mad Dog, Robbie Robertson, Unintentionally Dramatic, Nyandere, Hank, Fridge, John Johnson, Kinetic, JL710. Oh, thank you. No! Mr. Mannequin, thank you for the comfy stream. It was really enjoyable. Thank you. And thank you, Peasant Lord, for the $5. I just spent 2 hours of my life watching an anime rabbit talking about Build-A-Bear. Honestly, one of the best times I've spent time on a weekend. Oh, thank you. Axe, Rydian, Kalenko, Mr. Mannequin, Robbie Robertson, Ruber, Tomato Houses, Senrei Zetrock, Moon Berserker, The Jaeger, Server Closed, Gestrin. Don't read it. I read it. Nico, Bored Undead, Zenlor, Neon Cherry, Merrywack, Girthton, Renatus Lupus, Pedro, Sprite, Pac-Man, Vulcan, Ozone, Neon Cherry, One Free Counterfeit, Ragnar, Christian, Nico, Cucumber Piece, Don Trell, Derek Leto, Myriarch, Khalil, Unlucky Cat, Nyahaha, Cluster Hopper, The Rag, Jose Marcano, Oshter, Girthton, Matt YN, I am June. I am my mother's biggest failure. Bring your own ice cream. Yep. Don't forget to bring your own ice cream if you're attending as well, chat. Andres Casello and Keaton, Emoto Destroyer. Whoa! Bagel, Denim Dan, Hikimoto, Fritz. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Peace out.